Hello, hello, my beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, and sorry for the shaking. I'm actually doing this in my room, and I just wanted to relax a little bit, my back, and just talk to you a little bit about our books and the ones I'm reading and planning to read. So, um, the book club has its book chosen for the month of April. We will be reading, and these are just books that I'm reading and books I pulled out. So the one that I'm currently reading, I find it so fascinating because this book is so thick, and one the reason why it's thick. So it's A Voice in the Wind, and this is a popular book. Many people have recommended this book on their YouTube, BookTube. It's A Voice in the Wind, and this is by Francine Rivers. And I've read The Redeeming Love and different books by her. She's a really great author, and I see why she's loved by so many. So the reason why this book is so thick, y'all, is it is a large print. And with large print, see, I'm wearing glasses now, and I had the um oh, I can't think of it, but I had my eye visions corrected. But after I got pregnant in my 40s, it kind of went back to a little bit nearsightedness plus farsightedness. And the farsightedness is kicking in because of age. Can't bypass that. But I have to wear glasses to, read. So these are like reading glasses, and plus for the screen and night vision and driving at night and so forth. But the prints, they're large print, and it's over 1,000. Let me see the exact. It's over 1,000 pages. Let's see. Telling you, it's 9.98. 9.90. 9.98. Just say 1,000 pages because there's another page that has writing on. So that is how thick this book is. And I'm actually in, where's my marker? I'm in chapter 12. Whew, I don't know. I haven't even looked because I didn't even want to think about it. I'm a little bit, hold on. I thought I put my marker, somehow it came out. But let's see, I can do my, so with this book, there's parts. So there's part one, part two, part three, part five. I'm in Rome. I'm in Rome, which is part three. And then Ephesus is going to be part five. And that's from page 95 all the way to 717 and the rest. But it, this book, like I said, I love this book, number one, because it has the Christian values behind there, and it talks about the Christianity, and then also it lists the other gods that the other characters worship. And there's the main character is Kadesh. I'm still trying to find chapter 12, and Hadassah is her name, and she is, there it is, chapter 12. So chapter 12 is right here. So you see how far I am. I'm not even half. This is me here. I'm not even half. This is probably about a quarter where I'm at. A little bit over a quarter. So this is really, with all the things I have going on, this is really going to take me about a week. I was hoping to finish it in 2 days, but I'm only reading like at night and when I have some time in the car, so this is really a slow read for me. So it's probably going to be a good week. I'll probably have this finished definitely by next week. So I'll give you an update. But what I want to tell you about this book, A Voice in the Wind transports readers back into Jerusalem during the First Jewish-Roman War, following the prides and passions of a group of Jews, Romans, and barbarians living at the time of the siege. The story centers on an ill-fated romance between a steadfast slave girl, Hadassah, and Marcus, a handsome aristocrat who is the brother of her owner. It is possible for their love to flourish considering not only their different stations in life, but also Hadassah's unrelenting Christian faith and Marcus' lack of belief in anything. And where I am right now is, oh my God, he is chasing, he finally got to the point where he realized he is something that he's feeling and something that is driving him. And he understood that it could be jealousy and he likes her. But he's still with this fact that she's a slave girl. She's not of the best as far as beauty, but there's something beautiful about her. And so that's where I'm at right now, going back and forth where she's a slave girl of his sister, the slave girl of his sister, and Hadassah is relentless in sharing the faith. But she's struggling right now in how to share her faith where there's transformation and winning them over to, to Christ because they don't believe, and in God, and that's what she's worried about at this point. So I can't wait to, finish that. So with that being said, don't know why I went to the library and got all these books, but I have been watching some YouTubes and trying to get some new book ideas and new authors. They're not really new, but some of them I've read. But I said, let me just go to the library instead of buying books and kind of get the feel of the ones I haven't read, because the writing style is important for me. And of course, the plot line is important. But if it's not too, intriguing for me to continue without being bored, then I don't want to waste my money on it. So the best place I would recommend if you have a library, a local library, it's free, y'all. You can go and get books and test out the reader's style. So Lisa Black, this is Lisa Black. And this one is Unpunished. And then, as you can see, this is a library book. So it's Lisa Black Umpire, one of the best storytellers around. And this is a Gardner and Renner thriller. So Lisa Black always delivers authentic characters in riveting stories. That darkness takes things to a spellbinding new level with a taunt and haunting story that will stay with you long after you finish reading it. So I like thrillers. I like mystery, suspense. I'm not big. I have not read a fantasy. I don't think. I'm not big with those, but I like detective. I like solving murders. I like anything. But Lisa Black has written several other books. She's written that darkness take over, evidence of murder, trail of blood, defensive wounds, blunt impact, the price of innocence, and close to bone. So this one is Unpunished. So it's a small read. Uh it's about almost almost 300. Well, it is over 300. So it's 312. So I'm going to read this, but I'm not sure which going to be my next pick. So I would like for you to pick for me, help me pick in the chat and let me know. It looks like my color just faded. I don't know what happened. Okay, there we go. So I want you to help me pick. Oh, I know why, because I have my piece right here. So that's two books. So I'm reading Francine Rivers already. Now the next book I started reading, I had just started it on Kindle. So I said, let me go and pick it up in the library so I can have the physical book. Terry Blackstock, that's another popular author. And If I Live. And If I Run, this is book 3 of the If I Run series. And it says Casey Cox is still on the run after being indicted for murder. The hunt that began with her bloody footprints escalates, and she's running out of places to hide. Her face is all over the news, and her disguises are no longer enough. It's only a matter of time before someone recognizes her. Dylan Roberts, the investigator who once haunted her, is now her only hope. Terrifying attempts on Dylan's life could force Casey out of hiding. The clock is ticking on both their lives, but exposing the real killers is more complicated than they knew. Amazing Amassing the evidence to convict their enemies draws Dylan and Casey together, but their relationship has consequences. Will one life have to be sacrificed to protect the other? With If I Live, Terry Blackstock takes us on one more heart stopping chase in the sensational conclusion to the If I Run series. So I'm not sure if this is going to need the prereq of those other two books, but I said, let me try this. Sometimes it can be standalone and just reference what you've read in those other um, books. It's a trilogy. So the next author is Karen Kingsbury, and she's another popular author that I've read over the years. And this is a novel, truly, madly, deeply. Those three things. Sorry for the glare, y'all. Oh man. Let me see if it comes into. There we go. Okay. So this is Karen Kingsbury. 18-year-old Tommy Baxter wants to become a police officer. His mother, who lost her own father on September 11th, objects, but Tommy's father, Luke, is proud of his son's decision. Tommy's also planning to ask his girlfriend, Annalie Miller, to marry him today. However, she hasn't been feeling well, and tests reveal the unthinkable. While his girlfriend begins the fight of her life, Tommy's driven to learn more about the circumstances surrounding his birth and the grandfather he never knew. Secrets come to light that rock Tommy's world, and he becomes determined to spend his fortune fighting crime. Or is this just the way to fight a battle he cannot win? The one facing Annalie. So, this is going to be sad, but it's some truth. And this is large print as well. So, yay. I'm trying to get to the large print more. And the next one is Janet Oak. Some people say Okie. And this is When Tomorrow Comes. When Tomorrow Comes by Janet Oak. She's a really good author. And she's a really good author, and I love her. I love her books. Her heart still yearns for her beloved North. Can she trust it once again? So it's a sequel to Beyond the Gathering Storm. And matter of fact, why I'm showing you this book, because I went to the book nook and it has the price on it for $4.99. I went to the book nook on my way back from taking my son to the orthopedic, and I stepped in there, and I was only able to pick up two because I didn't want to stay too long. I had to bring him home. But it's like, oh my God, it's been a while. I've been into one of those, neighborhood bookstore, or but this bookstore is big, it's large, it sells all sorts of things. And I wanted to, get in there. But it says When Tomorrow Comes, and that's what I want to, how she'll find her way. So I want to read Janet Oakey, this book. The other book that I purchased was, no, was Robin Carr. And Robin Carr is a Christian author as well. Robin Carr, and it says What We Find. What We Find. So it's a novel. This was $6.99, and I want to read hers as well. So we'll find out what that is about. The other author is Lizzie Damilolo Blackburn, and this is Yinka. Where is your husband? So I got this one from the library as well. That's going to be interesting. And then I have Maggie Blackburn. There's a lot of Blackburn. And Maggie Blackburn, Little Book Shop of Murder. And I think it's dealt with when her mom died and someone, she went to go close the store and someone probably did. So she started investigating. This is a well known spoken popular book. Don't Cry for Me, a novel by Danielle Black, another Black. So I have to let you guys know if these are appropriate books to read. I didn't honestly look them up, but I said, okay, I'm gonna get a reading about them and see what they are. And this is Lizzie Damilo Blackburn. And I think this is like it's the rewrite. So it looks like it's a little romance. Then I have Lisa Black, another last name with Black, and she wrote Perish. Perish. And I think she's the one that did Unpunished. So she's a popular one. And my last one is the same from Terry Blackstock. It's a different, but this is her novella, and it's a small one. This is Seaside. So this I can finish today. So I'm gonna read this one today and give you an idea and get an idea of what this novella is about. It's a small read. You can read this probably in an hour. So I wanted to share this with you all. So those I have more books, but I want to get those books out the way. Hopefully, I can get finish reading them as quickly because I have so many other books that I'm reading at the same time. My discipleship books I'm reading, my class books I'm reading because I'm doing university spiritual growth teaching training classes, and then I have my book club reads, and then these are like my personal read and excitement. So just wanted to let you know I do have a books and Bible on Amazon. If you'd like to bless me with any of those books that you see that I've had in there, that would be a blessing as well. If you have any books that you'd like me to read and review, that would be also a blessing. If you have any books that you would like to share with me to share on our book club, that would also be a blessing. We'll be happy to review and see if it's a book, that we can do. I like local authors. If you're a local author and you want us to interview you, want us to promote your book on our YouTube or our book club, you just email us, happy harvest, no, harvestbookreaders@gmail.com. And we're looking forward to seeing you. It's scrolling on the screen, Harvest Book Readers Club. It's about exploring clean, spiritual, and inspirational reads. And we wanted to nourish your souls and hopefully it spark meaningful conversation because that's what we do when we have our book club. We talk about all kinds of things and how it relates to us naturally, how we are growing. So to God be the glory, and I hope you guys get a chance to enjoy the video. May God bless you. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye. I see you in the next video.